People refer to Johnson City, Tennessee quite often as the Goldilocks town. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. And the other day I ran across an article in Only in Tennessee, and it was titled, "The Up-and-Coming City in Tennessee That's Perfectly Sized, Johnson City." So the question is Johnson City the perfect size? And could it be the perfect size for you? Johnson City's population is around 75,000, and it's currently growing at about 1 to 2% each year. So that's not too bad. And we often meet with buyers from out of state that want to check out Johnson City, but of course, they want to go to other towns like Knoxville with a population of 200,000, or Memphis or Nashville that are up over 600,000. Many of those buyers head right back to Johnson City to start their home search. And not to say those other towns aren't great towns in Tennessee, because Tennessee has so much to offer, but perhaps they've gotten too big and they've lost a little of their charm. Traffic is another thing that contributes to whether a town is the perfect size. Nobody wants to be stuck in traffic. I moved to Northeast Tennessee from Fort Lauderdale. I lived in Houston, I lived in Seattle and Phoenix, so I know a little bit about traffic. Sometimes those commutes could just make you scream. The good news is Johnson City has an average commute time of about 20 minutes. And it's rated number 7 as the best town to commute in Tennessee. So you're not going to find yourself driving and being stuck in traffic for 30 to 40 minutes to get anywhere. And there is some rush hour, sure, but over by ETSU and over by the mall and other shopping areas, but it quickly disperses. If you've moved from a big city like I did, the traffic in Johnson City is going to be easy peasy. So the population size is great and the traffic's not too bad, but you're thinking, if I move to a smaller town, what about medical care? And this is something that can be important whether you're single, you have a family, or whatever age you are. The good news is Johnson City has you covered. It has not 1, but 4 hospitals. The Johnson City Medical Center with a Level 1 trauma center, one of 6 Level 1 trauma centers in Tennessee. Right next door is the Niswonger Children's Hospital, a beautiful children's hospital that serves the whole region, including areas in North Carolina and Virginia. Just a quick drive down the street is the James H. Quillen VA Hospital, one of the top VA hospitals in the U.S. We've worked with a lot of veterans that have moved to Johnson City just to be close to the VA hospital. A few miles away, the 4th hospital, Franklin Woods Community Hospital, and it has some pretty nice views too. And next to it is the MedTech Corridor. The MedTech Corridor has outpatient surgery, primary care providers, specialists, and even a wellness center. And one more thing on top of all that is ETSU, East Tennessee State University. Almost 50% of the students are studying medical, which all that knowledge comes right out into the community. So sure, Johnson City has the right size population, not too much traffic, and great medical care. What about things to do? We've heard this so many times. I worked with some buyers that live between Tampa and Orlando, and I mean, they've got Disney World, so how do you compete with that? But they were worried they might be bored when they moved to Northeast Tennessee. And they've since told me we are busy all the time. There is so much to do. First of all, if you just look at where Johnson City is located, it is located in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. And in fact, Buffalo Mountain is overlooking Johnson City with a 725-acre park with hiking and picnicking and breathtaking views of the area, including downtown Johnson City. Also, right here in the downtown area, there are 3 beautiful parks. The one I'm sitting in right now, King Commons, Founders Park, and the Children's Adventure Park. But as you leave the downtown area, there are dozens of other beautiful parks. And because there's so many mountains and lakes and rivers in the 4 moderate seasons, you can hike, bike, camp, play golf. I could go on and on. year-round. You could even step onto the Tweetsie Trail and walk about 10 miles over to Elizabethton on one of the longest Rails to Trails projects in Tennessee. And it's being expanded up to Hampton, hopefully eventually to Roan Mountain, and now to Jonesboro, the oldest town in Tennessee. Johnson City also has a great arts and entertainment scene. In the downtown area, you'll find beautifully hand-painted murals and statues for the locals and visitors to enjoy. You'll also see art galleries, and you can listen to live music at local establishments like Yeehaw Brewery or Down Home. Plus, all the festivals like Blue Plum Festival, Little Chicago, and Fridays at 5. Throw down your blanket and listen to music under the stars. For a big concert, you could go to a place like Freedom Hall, where they not only have concerts, but sporting events. There's just a lot to do as far as arts and entertainment in this area, and even over in the little towns like Greenville, 30 minutes away, the Niswonger Performing Arts Center, which there's not a bad seat in the house. There are dozens and dozens of great restaurants throughout town. Just right here in the downtown area, there's so much international fare. German, Italian, Mexican, Greek, Turkish, you name it. Plus all those good burgers, wings, and of course Tennessee barbecue, wonderful steaks and sushi. And you'll find more formal restaurants, casual drive-throughs like Pal's, and there's at least 5 breweries in town, plus multiple coffee shops. There's lots of great shopping in the area too. Here in the downtown area, you're going to find all those locally owned businesses with the unique items that you can't find anywhere else. And as you expand out to the other areas, you're going to find all these big box stores like TJ Maxx, HomeGoods, Lowe's, Walmart, Target, and the list goes on. Plus the mall at Johnson City, which is absolutely thriving any day of the week. I think you'll be pretty happy about the shopping for a town that has a population of 75,000. Johnson City's diverse housing market also contributes to why it's the perfectly sized city. You can live in a 1930s or 50s house that's been renovated and is near the downtown area, in a historic neighborhood like the Gump or Tree Streets, or a well-established neighborhood with mature landscaping and bigger lots like Sherwood Forest, or in a luxury neighborhood like Sawyer's Pond or Strawberry Field. There's also rural areas. I lived out by Boone Lake with views of Boone Lake, lots of trees and over an acre, and I was still 15 minutes to Sim's Pizza. Also, there are a lot of new homes and communities being built, so you pretty much have a choice of anything that you would like here. Last but not least, Johnson City's sense of community. There is something truly to be said about Southern hospitality. People gather together for events and festivals. I mean, just show up for a Christmas or a 4th of July parade and you'll feel that sense of community all around you. And also, just for example, back in September when we had the 1,000-year flood, within 24 hours, neighbors were helping neighbors. Strangers were helping strangers. And that is something that truly is to be loved and makes Johnson City the perfect size city. With a moderate population, not too much traffic, plenty of things to do, adequate medical care, and lots of housing, and most of all, that sense of community, Johnson City could be the perfect size for you. I'm Stephanie with the Freck Group at Greater Impact Realty. Our team specializes in helping people like you that are moving across the country to Northeast Tennessee. If you have questions about the area, feel free to call, text, or email. A member of our team would be happy to help you. And like I always say, it is never too soon to start planning your move. I hope to see you here real soon. Johnson City is often referred to as the Goldilocks town. It's not too big